There we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Right, managed just to unmute myself there. Happy Sunday. I've literally lost what track of the day it is now. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I thought we are going to just, I was like, do I build something? I thought we're just going to continue doing the Valkyrie. So the Valkyrie will look slightly different to when you've last seen it. I've got a few extra bits that I need to do on it and just kind of work on finishing a model. I'm going to put my super glue over there for now. There's this there's a Pringle lid of bits that I need to do or later stick on. So this is what it looks like so far. So it's quite big. This bit here has broken off almost a couple of times. So I have kept the back open. So you can kind of just see inside. You can shut that up. I've got the doors as sliding ones. It slides a lot easier than the other. And then I have kept this bit because I still need to do some little models inside. So I kept this bit not stuck down. I'm debating to stick it down so you can kind of show off the inside. So it's looking, it's getting there. I was going to stick this down, but then I got the super glue all over where it shouldn't be, so I'm slightly annoyed at that. So we're kind of like going to just roll with it, but he has got his arm back. And then we'll see. So we're just going to work on like little bits because it's so big. It's going to be fun. So I've been using my new little paint brushes that I got from UKGE. They're actually really quite nice. They were from ABC Brushes, but they are Pro Light. So I kind of got these. Those aren't really thin ones. So I thought we'll give them a go. Let me put that one there. So we're doing quite a lot of like lead belcher. Kind of like detailing. I have got the guns somewhat. One of the guns I have put like a brass on. New brushes soon. Welcome in Painty Paints. You can't be the new brushes, can you? So I wasn't sure to put like this little brassy colour on one of the guns, which will then sit in. We're going to take that away. Sit inside. But I think it could add like that little bit of contrast. First, you're the first PC in chat, right? You're the first PC. I'll come in. Wow. So I think it kind of complements it a little bit. So we're just, what is that? I don't know what that is stuck on there right now. But you can see I was having quite a bit of problem sticking the side bit on. So I'll have to patch that up. But it's coming together. I like how you can have like movable parts now. I need to move everything around. So I'm going to make them like little lights, but I'm going to paint them maybe white. Not quite sure. So I do need my lead belcher. I didn't bring up the nun oil. That's fine. We can live without the nun oil for now. We'll just have to do it afterwards. Now my lead belcher. So my little box of paints from going up and down, up and down. Lead belcher. Probably going to want that at some point. I'm going to get the brass out. And the gold out, which is in here. Pretty sus. Super sussy. Super sussy. I forgot to bring the nylon oil up. Oh, that's there somewhere. So, let's get that. Oh, I do have a glove up here. I didn't think I did. Let's just move the brushes over that way. But I hope everyone has had a good weekend. Well, have I got that? I suppose I have got the mended paint as well. It's not kind of stopped really. So I've got, like I say, just a little bits here. These little bits. I was about to stick them on and I realised I need to do more. And then I've got like these little bits to stick some glue on. I am presuming this is... I'm hoping. Yes, this is the Valkyrie bit. So I know where what bits go where. So it's coming together. I thought instead of doing something, I do actually need to finish a model. So it's just going to be a nice kind of casual like little chat. We're going to use that brush. And lead belcher. Oh, it's like water underneath. So this is going to be fun to try and get into camera. These bits. Because then underneath, this is where these bits will stick. But I've kept them separate for now, solely because that would be quite hard to then get in and paint. Apparently it's so hard to get that in view. In focus. So I was debating whether to stick it all together, but I was like, you know what, let's just stick it all together. So like this bit, I probably will keep the top bit separate. But I was like, I need to finish the sky tank. So we're going to see. I wasn't sure on these bits, so I'm going to do them exactly like this. Apart from these bits had the blue. So I'm going to test one bit. So what I did with... That was close. With the top bit here. I did try and paint it silver first. Just to see what it looked like. And I must admit I didn't particularly like it, so I thought I was going to start off from painting one. And then go from there as well, because then I might not like it either. At least with the underneath, you're not necessarily going to see it. I know then it's not going to match like what is on top. So we'll see. Oh, I'll just paint the top bit. I'm not going to worry about the side bit yet. Crazy, as goes on, they look me in a rubber vault with mole rats. Welcome in, Bastian. Welcome in. This is when I want my new brushes to come into play. Hi, welcome, welcome. Oh, because I've got that around there, so I've switched my little ring light over. And I just want to put my arm right there. I can just settle in. Someone wants. This is when you say the name 3 times and he appears, right? Like one of them. I hope everyone has had a good weekend. What have you all been up to? So yesterday morning I sat working on the bits of the Valkyrie, and then I went out to a very wet barbecue in a very big house. So that's quite nice. You know, how the other half live, as they say. I was there for quite some time. And then today I had work, and then I went to see my parents, and my mum and I are planning a holiday. I desummon. The desummon activate, right? We like desummon and summon the counteracts. And then I had work today. Oh yeah, I had work today. So that was my weekend. I have Mondays off anyway, which is quite nice. But I have got some jobs to do tomorrow. With a food delivery, so... And then I'm going out in the evening, going out for some food, and then I'm seeing The Mandalorian and Grogu. It'll be the second time I'm seeing it, so... Very fun. And I think literally the morning is being spent.
For the Emperor!
Oh, maybe chat. We'll be doing some Warhammer. Let me catch up. Do you play or just paint? Both! I very rarely get a chance to play because the people I play will play on a Tuesday when I work. So I do play, but I very rarely get a chance to because of work. I have got also Kane, Necrons and Krieg. Desummon these nuts. I've been planning game design today. That's kind of... Oh, that's really cool. Is this something you're gonna... Oh no, it's like resting on my chin. That's easier. Something you're gonna like release or just having fun with? You've got some new Instagram posts. It'll be interesting. They're announcing a cosplay before everything else. I haven't had a chance to go on the our Discord. I don't think they're in the Discord yet. They have messaged me about it, saying they're gonna do. I know what prize they're gonna give, and then they have asked to use my photo to advertise the con. And I'm like, I need to respond as yet. But I keep seeing that there's people do think it is a con, and I'm going to just say to them, you really need to reconsider your date that you have chosen. But there's literally, they don't have anything else, and I know they don't have anything else because that was a message from them. They have nothing else planned for NukaCon. They've got the date, the venue, and planning a cosplay contest. I think everyone is quite skeptical at how this is going to go down, but I mean, we can't force them to join into our already established Fallout Britannia. I've tried. I don't know if they're in there. I don't think they have joined. I don't think they really know what they're doing, to be honest. And it's like, we really can't offer any more help. There's a new code, that's that right, edition. There will be, you could only pre-order it, well, on websites was yesterday. I pre-ordered, well, I'll say you could have gone to a game shop and pre-ordered it before, and hopefully they get it in for you, because they only get certain amount. But the 11th edition is official release isn't until the 20th of June. Even if you, like, some places may allow you to go in and build, let's say, on the Friday. I'm not saying everywhere. This is consensus of places, what I know about. But you will not be allowed to leave with it until, you cannot leave and take it off premises until, I think it's 10 AM on Saturday the 20th. I know it's 10 AM the Saturday the 20th because I am partaking in a 24-hour charity stream that will be painting said box set, so we can't do anything until 10 AM. So there will be a live unboxing part of a stream that I'm on, and then we're all painting it. So I think I've just seen, oh, I can't remember who it is now. He put it to the guy who's really doing it, put it to chat, so to speak, on Instagram, to then decide what factions to paint. So then these will be raffled off, and then you could win, I'm presuming, a unit. I like to release what I haven't done. Here's for every time relearning Unreal Engine and everything. Oh, nice! Yeah, it's going to be interesting with NukaCon, because I'm like, they've kind of done that arrogant thing of going, let's have at the same time as already established an American one, because nobody will go to it. And it's like, I know other people from overseas would come to a UK one, hence why in Fallen Britannia we also have people overseas, and not just in England. I mean, yes, it gives people opportunities if they can't go to America, but people like myself and some other people are like, well, we were going to plan to go to America. So I might just message and be like, look, the consensus is not a lot of people are believing you are legit, because they're just, you can buy the tickets, but there's nothing else released. They have no vendors. They've only got a tank, which isn't Fallout. Be cool, but it's more like Warhammer. So we'll see. I do need to message back because I'm like, cool. At least they asked permission to use a photo, but I'm also like, you'd have to reference me. Because like they said, you know, they've got no pictures of the event themselves, which is absolutely 100% understandable because they never had an event before. But to say you've already got a day, a venue, and charging tickets for it when there's nothing else planned, And it's for November, which realistically isn't that far away when you're planning something. When you've got to look in various factors like insurance, vendors, weather, location, pre-post tank, announcing cosplay contest, cosplay judge, who've mentioned to their actual cosplay. I like that ad so far. I have not been online and seen. I have been asked by them as a job role kind of thing. But I think they might find it quite hard. I think a lot of people are going to think, like we've all been thinking, that they are a con. Especially when their tickets are non-refundable as well. They said they want to be a yearly thing, but yeah, like nothing actually shown or planned yet. And they need to do it on another day. Not when Good Springs is on. Yes, not everybody goes to Good Springs, but you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because if you want it to be big and successful, and you want big Fallout content creators to go, they're gonna go to the already established big one, aren't they? Yo Gecko, welcome in to Radar. Okay, well, school. Oh, nice, nice. Hope you are well. But I feel like I'm going to be tagged in NukaCon a lot. And I'm like, I am in talks with them. I am in talks with them. But it would do them better if they actually joined the Discord, because that would help them out. And it's like, well, I can't force them, but when you've already got a whole team and things organised already, yeah. But they literally have nothing else planned. Hi everyone, flying tank! Oh, it's coming. The nice and plain. Thank you! I really stuck more of it together, so I thought we're just going to try and work on it. I'm going to use another paintbrush to do them bits. Just do the details here. It is big. It is big, so I'm going to keep inside. Done. Slidey doors. Plane? I thought it was a boat. It's a big plane. It will have a stand underneath somewhere. I'm presuming it goes there. So a lot is happening really. I'm involved with quite a lot. So I will have a check on my Discord. Now they are, well, I think he did actually. Oh, I see. NukaCon cosplay contest. I'm like, who have they used? You get I know you get a gold cap, but then who is it? So they've used a photo of someone. But who's it? They've not tagged them in it. Which I think's a bit cheeky. I think whoever's part of NukaCon's marketing team needs to actually pay attention and draw in the Fall on Britannia. Their marketing team, like everybody's saying, is really not that great. Or events management. So on the 20th we have got Goths as your gits, and Crimson Fist, wasn't it? Something like that for... Oh yeah, Crimson Fists. So we'll be doing... Oh, that's loud. Crimson Fist, so we'll be painting the Armageddon box set and doing it as Goths for the gits. That's going to be quite challenging. We'll see. We'll see. I'm like, oh my god, it's making it more realistic to the fact that it's only in a couple of weeks' time. So that troubles if it. Oh no! If you're watching on mobile, just shut it down and then, like the app, and then start again. And if that doesn't work, then you need to I think literally turn it off and on again. That old chestnut, as they say. So I might be doing the Nuka-Con instead. Like, I think they desperately need help because they're. I don't really, you know, I'd be all over it. And this has come about literally this week, this con, and we've been spreading the word about Fallen Britannia. So it's nice to see that if there could be another con, but it's also like people I know they've got trepidations about it. It's understandable. But I mean, like, the early bird ticket is £15, which is really good. I don't know how long that is for and until, or the ticket is going to be 25 quid, which I think could be quite a lot as it's at a showground and it's the first one and there's nothing planned yet. Not, you know, they obviously got things, it takes time to plan, but you kind of, like Fallen Britannia, you need to have everything sort of ready to go. And not necessarily like, you know, hope for the best, but I'll message them after stream and be like, you're welcome to use my cosplay photos, but please, like, so that person who they've used, they haven't tagged who they are. Thank you so much, Zinch, for doing that, or Harold, I shall call you, for the sub. Thank you. Hey Crazy, hope you're doing good. Just dropping quickly to say I'm still about to just work from 5 a.m. so go to bed early. Oh, you go to bed. You go to bed. You go to bed. My goodness me, that is an early start. Well, thank you for dropping a sub. I really appreciate it. And I hope you manage to get some sleep. If you can't, come and watch paint dry with me. That's the best way. Have a good night and work on Monday, Wednesday this week. Oh, Thursday was. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, I hope you bring on. When was it? Thursday. Bring on Thursday. I'm sure. Hopefully, I'll catch the stream later in the week. No worries at all. Thank you for the sub, and I hope you get some sleep. At least it isn't as hot as it was. So hopefully that means you can get to better sleep tonight. Thank you for commenting, dropping a sub, and then heading off to sleep. Any plans this week, crazy? So other than, well, tomorrow apparently we're having a Warhammer building day. I have Morrison's coming. Very exciting. That's why I was like, okay, we're having a Warhammer, like, painting and build sesh. Then I'm going out tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some food. And then going to watch The Mandalorian and Grogu. Well, I'm gonna watch it a second time. King has not seen it. So I'm gonna go and watch it a second time. Because I don't mind. He was like, oh, that's alright. I'll go, no, I'll watch it again. I think he gets sort of like free, as in a free view ticket. So we're kind of splashing out and getting for the posher upgrade, I believe. So we're just kind of deciding on food. So I might go to a really nice, really quite funky burger place. Or try somewhere a bit different. There is like a really cool curry place, but I have to be really I have to be really careful with curries. What am I doing this weekend? Next weekend, I mean. I swear something's happening this weekend. This plane is so big. And then I'll be back to work on Tuesday. Oh, I'm working Saturday. Tuesday to Saturday, Sunday. Can't think at the moment. But hopefully this week, or if I get sort of like, I think potentially got time on Thursday, so me and Mum have really started to look at going away on a cruise. So it's either we've found sort of one we want to go on. It's then deciding, yeah, it's the Norwegian fjords. But I think there's one that goes next month, which is around her birthday. Or if we wait until September on a different cruise line to what we've sailed on before, actually goes to the place that we want to go to. So I think we're going to hold off and go September. And then, because it's my mum's birthday in July anyway, I'm going to plan like a little few days away. Anyway. Yeah, that's my plans for the week. Was everyone else's plans for the week? So it's quite a lot. And then this is the point I realised. I've been away in June. I'll be away in July. I'll be away in August. I'll be away potentially now in September. Nothing in October, and that's my birthday month. Yet. And then I'll be away in potentially November. Well, it would be November. Either I'm going to America or NukaCon. So, and then we get Christmas. So it's quite full on. Technically, I was when was Salute? Oh, I've recently been to that as well. I did have to go away for that for like a night. So technically, but in between that, trying to then get the spare room sorted, which I still haven't had a chance to do because it's either like I'm working, or like the only time I've got is like, say, a Sunday, and the nearest like hardware store, yeah, that's what you call it, isn't it? It's closed. Even on a Saturday, it's like 10 till 12. Surely on the weekend is when people will do hardware stuff. But I'm guessing they're probably more like get money from tradies, but then they do sell like your general household stuff. You know what I mean? So it's really annoying. Then I'm like, oh, then I have to wait until like this day then, or that day, and then something else comes up. So this is why nothing has changed. Not Five Guys. Not Five Guys. Oh, Jesus. I actually don't know where my nearest Five Guys is. I've had Five Guys in London. I think I had it in Nottingham. Yeah. Should we just leave it there? It's like, I think it's overrated. I think McDonald's is probably tastier. It's more well presented as well, to be fair. Oh, we were going to go to Burger King tomorrow because we've got Gakko has given us some of the Mandalorian cups, and she said the last day for it is on the 11th, I think it was, but I don't think we're going to Burger King. As anticipated. Got some bits going on behind the scenes for Fun Banana Wednesday. Oh no! Oh, I seen that with what's his name, Matty or something. I can't listen. Oh, am I working late that day? I can't remember what days I'm working late. Because usually on a Wednesday I work until 8. But that's really cool. Yes, I don't think NukaCon are joining the Discord. I don't know. I do not feeling myself lately. Oh, I just thought a bit broke. No worries at all. You know, you don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. Hope you're okay though. Not just that, but I'm meeting before that with some important US peeps. Oh, cool. Is this all for Fallen Britannia? There you go, have a look, I think. Which seems far better organised than NukaCon. This is going to be upside down. To show that I have that hydrate from last time. These are really cool. Who knows, we might end up going to Burger King just to get some more. Not running promo before we... No way. I mean, that would make sense, right? That's kind of like, hey guys, I'm picking a wedding date, but now I'm going to do everything. I mean, it's probably going to be absolutely fine, so I'm not like slating them, but I feel like they might need to be made aware. People are thinking they're a con because nothing's like really coming out of it, if you know what I mean. Not in a nasty way. Just I think their maybe events management team, marketing team needs a little bit of guidance, I think is probably the best way to say. Here you go. Cool, nice. No, I'm like peace, there you go. Slay, that's why it's a habit from King. Alright, be a really good con to compliment this scene, let's grow. Exactly, it could be really good, but I know people are really just generally concerned. Which is great when you're trying to get people to go. I said I have been messaging them, so I don't know if you heard that bit. I did know there was going to be a cosplay contest because they have messaged me about it before a post went live. So at least they're in talks with me. So, and then they have asked to if they could use like some of my cosplay photos. Because obviously, naturally, they're not going to have any photos of the event, so they just need to help to sort of advertise it that way. But I'm going to make sure, like, say if you've seen that they've done a cosplay post, it's got like someone who's dressed as Piper, but they haven't tagged them in it. I'd be like, you have to tag me in it. And I don't know who that person is either. They're starting to announce guests and stuff now, so that should be starting to help, but I don't know if the material they've used could be too much damage because they've used stuff. It is a question, isn't it? Like say that person who was dressed as Piper about their cosplay competition, they haven't tagged the person in it. And I still think, I did say to them, like, you know, people are wanting to go to Good Springs like myself, but now you're having this on the same day. To be honest, they really need to change the date, because I was like, you know, people overseas would go. I say overseas, no, overseas from England. So there's like, for example, like Tommy Explores, who is in Ireland, would probably fly over for it, but he might be going to Good Springs because he went to the Jamboree. You know, just he's like a prime example. Or like say, or the Glasgow lot that Femi in the Discord is part of. As I guess sometimes she'll be able. Yeah, she's going. And they're judging the concert to be fair, but still, but it's like it'd be nice if they then tagged who she was, because I haven't come up. It doesn't look. She doesn't look familiar, if you know what I mean. So it'd been fun to be like, oh, it's a fellow cosplayer, and then get her on board as well, like Fallen Britannia, if you know what I mean. But then she might be able to pipe them as well, going, you really need help here. But the pics on their site look could cause a bit of bother. That's why it's from. Said in the server. I did check last stream on one of their pictures they've got, which is non-Fallout related. I did Google lens it, and it didn't come up with this is on this page. So I know they haven't stolen it, but I know they need like people, like I said, they've asked me if they can use some of my cosplay photos, you know, just to help promote it, because they won't have anything like that. I was on the fence, but I'd go to Good Springs over pretty much anything. I think they really need to. Whoever thought it was a good idea to do it at the time of Good Springs, I kind of questioned what do they know about Fallout, if you know what I mean, because Good Springs is massive. Because I'm like on the fence, because my mum's like, oh, we could have gone to like Vegas together, you know, because I could have gone off to that, and then my mum could have gone around Vegas or whatever, or you know, we could have gone to America. But now I'm like on the fence of that'd be really cool to try and help them set this up, but at the same time it's like you've planned a Fallout event when a really big event. It's like trying to have a con like MSC, you know, at the XL, but you're going to have something on at exactly the same time at the race course they're having. It's like, I don't know. It's great that there is one. I'm not slaying that. I'm great that there is one, but it's just, let us help you, but I don't think they are. Well, they just need to post more info, like cool cosplay content, whatever. Exactly, because as far as I'm aware, what they told me the other day, they don't have anything else. They don't have any vendors. They've got nothing. But then, that's my little tism kicking in. I like to be organised. I mean, unless they have and they're going to slowly release it, but people are going to want to buy tickets. They're going to want to know what is happening. They don't want to go, it's at a showground and there's going to be a tank. Well, there are no tanks in the Fallout lore. Why is there a tank? Obviously, you can't really, you know, it would look cool, but why is there a tank? Because that would be a good spot to have cosplay against, for sure. But it'd be more like Warhammer. What did they say about Jordan Discord? I sent them a link, and they were like, oh, I haven't read them yet, so purposely so I remember to reply. But I don't know if they've joined. I kept saying, you know, we're in there. This is, you know, we've got people from like the States to help us to pull this really big event off together, you know, vendors and everything. I even said we've got Fallout London and Mephidius in there. You know, it'd be great if we all help each other. You know, set up. I said, you know, there'll be, and I was like, kind of be like, we will help, you know, help each other set up these amazing events. You know, be like America, who have more than one. Yes, America is bigger, but I don't know if they've joined, but I can message them when I come to reply. I'll reply after stream, and I'll say I'll ask them. I'll be like, have you joined the Discord yet? Because I think you need to be aware people think you're a con. or like you need to join the Discord, you know, we are willing to help you, you know, we are willing to help you. Like they said, it'd be great if I could attend, but I understand if we're going to Good Springs. It's like you kind of planned it at a really bad time. I'm not saying I'm big and important, I'm just saying, you know, like, people are going to find it hard to decide which one to do. I mean, to spend £75, or set up a store, you'd want... Yeah, exactly, you're not going to risk it. I'd go in somewhere I work and I'll get a Fauna Britannia table somewhere. Because that would be fun, because you can buy the vendor ticket, can't you? On their website. But you're going to want more information. This is what I said on the phone and they seemed keen, probably just having... That's the thing, maybe hopefully by like next week they're really going to push it. I mean, I'm quite keen to say to them, look, if you really are struggling and you actually need help with, like, I'm in the Fallout community, this is what I do, you know, join Fallen Britannia. I feel like saying to them, look, I'm more than happy to help where I can, because this is amazing. And they seemed really keen when I said I'm currently working on a new... planning a whole new cosplay. They were really keen, so they said like they are after a NukaCon mascot, so they wanted to know what cosplay I'm planning, but I didn't say. I just said, well, that because I was like, this probably won't be done in time for November. So I said, well, I've already got, well, a Nukatron, which I mean for a NukaCon, Nuka-Cola, Vault Girl, Nuka Gal, Miss Nuka World. They just need to be a little bit more proactive. I mean, maybe behind the scenes that they have got stuff. We could just be completely... But people want information. It's like you're not... I mean, it's like for example, a big music festival. Well, not big music, that's not a big... Latitude around here. Or around the area, like in East Anglia. They got download. It's the other side, isn't it? So I go to Latitude, and people have bought tickets. So you're on the Facebook page. They bought the tickets blind, not knowing who was playing, and the amount of people on the Facebook page for said festival are like, I want to sell my tickets now because it's shit. I mean, to be fair, a festival ticket is considerably more money than a con, but you can just see that all these people are really like, is it their 25th anniversary or something like that? So it's a bit like, can you imagine if like Download, because Download's like this weekend, people buy the ticket and then they all put really crap music on. I mean, it's great to be like part of, say, Latitude, but there's so many people who are saying they would never have bought the ticket. So it's kind of like, it is quite dangerous that people are going to be put off until they know more. And then the fact is they're going to be relying on that money to come in to then... Because someone's had to probably pay for the venue, haven't they? I don't know, I'm guessing you can't just be like, hey, can we just potentially hire this venue? I'm guessing, so like Fallen Britannia, you've kind of got to go to a place, I want this place. They're not going to be like, oh, we'll put it in the pencil you in. They're going to want some form of deposit, aren't they? Yeah, but I'm not going to do that while they're promotional materials for license stuff. That could get them in trouble. So is it all like unofficial stuff? I've sort of looked. I looked the other day on stream at their website. It is exciting. It will just be really nice to know who is sort of like behind the scenes. You know, like the Spider-Man meme going, you know, really like, come out, come out. So it can't, I don't know, because you said it's a company, didn't you? I think it was like, if it was like fellow fans, I think we'd all be jumping at the gun, if you know what I mean. To probably pull together as one. If you know what I mean. So we'd probably been like, oh, you've got a venue on a date, we've got all these amazing ideas, let's merge. Receipts are out there. So it's a bit like, because I've got this opportunity, I could go to Good Springs with some other big Fallout people in an Airbnb, because that's apparently what they're doing. And I'm like, do I give up that opportunity, which I might not get again, to then help? It's quite exciting to then think, you know, potentially help a Fallout meet up here. And obviously, it's going to have teething problems, like everything. They know, like Fallen Britannia will have teething problems. Not saying we're going to wish it upon it, but, you know, first event, there's going to be things, and it's, you know, it's exciting for everybody. But I'm like, ooh, it's half an hour from Warhammer World. That just fell down. Oh, because it's that bit broke again. But as you can't get a refund on your ticket, that might put people off for now. I'm going to snap that off completely. Just in case. Yeah, get to Good Springs, mate. It's a sure thing. See, that's the thing. It's then like, Good Springs would be really fun. But then helping to set up something like NukaCon would be really fun as well. I mean, it's not like I can help much because they've obviously got like a little team or something, and I can't just nip to the venue. Can't even go and suss it out, you know. As I go Good Springs. See, that's the thing. I was like, I really like to go to Good Springs. And I think a lot of people are going to be in that same boat. I know that they are already. But then it would be quite exciting to help set this up. Well, not set this up, because it's not like I'm making myself part of NukaCon. But you know what I mean? To be like, get the ball rolling. And then it might help Fallen Britannia as well. There's some of us here that could get up and running pretty well. Hell, I may still be going myself. I'll go for the Grand regardless. I reckon it sounds like they've got the money. I reckon they will. It's just, we're all a bit like, where have you just suddenly come from? And I think that's generally across the board to say people are very excited for it. It's like, yay! And then it's like the realization of, yeah, but what is happening? There is nothing listed. I think vendors will follow. Let's say one person will go, then the more and more they add to it, the more and more people would be a vendor for it. Like, I think it would be really good, like, say, if you like a prop maker, or, I mean, I don't really know what else. I don't know if, like, would they even approach someone like Mavidius? I don't know what the showground's like. And also because it's November, then it's going to be a bit more, potentially more iffy for people to travel. But I'm like, a weekend away and go to Warhammer World. Fallout and Warhammer. What more does a girl need? They've run cons for Star Wars and Doctor Who, neither are as centric as Fallout else. So at least they've got that behind them. And isn't there one like in August somewhere? Did I see someone in the Fallen Britannia chat mention? Which is great, but you think if I'm, you know, I'm sitting there going, join the Fallen Britannia, we're literally full of the Fallout community. I would be jumping at that chance. If I was thinking to set up an event and I'm thinking, my god, I've got like a Fallout community already, and I would be jumping at the chance. But each to their own. So I'd rather buy the... I know I've seen some people say, does the early bird, what time is the early bird you get in? I'm thinking, I think the early bird ticket means you pay £15 now, close to the time you pay 25. Not you get in early. Because, usually to get in early you pay more. Not the other way around. Well, I did it. Was it in May? And then there's no one in August. Who I'm still upset. Both are so far away, but I'll find a way to attend Britannia. Plan with Britannia is to make it less of a convention environment and more of a sort of festival. See, that's the thing. I can imagine it'll be more like Good Springs, where like you have proper vendors. Like, you know, you'll live. It's like a live LARPing kind of event. That's what I'm imagining Fallen Britannia is going to be like. Whereas this one is you're turning up at a showground, you can have a picture of a tank, there'll be Fallout themes, people running around in cosplay. I know exactly what you mean, a festival versus a con. And either are absolutely fine. But I don't know, in my head I'm imagining Fallen Britannia is going to be more like that. If you know what I mean. I said, and both are absolutely fine. Depot, very immersive and like you're actually in a wasteland. That's what I can imagine. That's why you're taking more time to get a venue. So for my mind, it's only a positive. We have a convention a couple of in the sea. I totally agree. Like, it would have been fun to have like something in London and got Fallout London on, you know, the first one and been like Fallout London. But could you imagine how much the venue would be? And then you're not gonna have anywhere that's gonna be like so immersive as, you know, you're looking at like places which is kind of like wastelandish. So yeah, as long as it looks wastelandish, you can make it Fallout, can't you? So like, even to have nuclear con involved. Exactly, that's what I was trying to get across them on the Discord. Like, we help you because we're already in this chat already discussing, and we've already got people and vendors and etc etc. I have messaged the events manager guy from Mephidius about the Nuka-Cola bottles that were an event 2 years ago. He said he wasn't actually involved in that event. Now I'm going, did I not meet him there? I must not have done. But he said he would find out. But I know they had an event down in Wayland Games in Brentwood today, and he has messaged me a link to NukaCon. So hopefully maybe at some point he'll be able to find out where the Nuka-Cola bottles came from. He isn't sure, or he isn't sure if he can find out, but he'll try. But that's what I was trying to get with them. We're going like, we can really help you, and then you can help us. You know what I mean? That's what we should be. You know, I did try. Or, you know, it'd be handy to come, like they said, like just have a rep of them come into the Discord. Or I might just be like, look, if you want me to go between and I can feed stuff back. You know, because I am in the Fallout Britannia, I'm in another like Fallout chat. This is quite like a worldwide one, on like on Instagram. You know, if there's anything to get this to be the best, like, you know, first one they're going to be like, oh well, next year. I mean, every event goes, oh well, this time next year we could do it like this. But I definitely think having it on a weekend that isn't Good Springs is a key thing. I think it was a bad move personally to have it on the same weekend. Because it's like, go to America or go to this one. But it is exciting, and to see it up and coming. And we know how long these things take to plan. Who knows, maybe they'll start like releasing more, maybe they have more than they're laying on, but they need to really start promoting what they've got if they have it. So people start buying a ticket. And what is putting me off is because it's not refundable. Because anything could happen, you know. But I'm pretty sure though, if you had a ticket and you could no longer go, you could probably say like, in the Fallout community, I've got a ticket, would you buy it off me? I'm presuming that might be able to work. I've spoken to the manager on the phone already and got his numbers, so I'll get back to tomorrow, I think. Oh, fingers crossed. So hopefully that might like spur them to really join, to be like, look, you know, we are over 100 members of the Fallout community trying to set up our own. We have got people in there who are going to want stalls, who are going to be vendors. I mean, we're looking at Jones' Soda, so I'm trying to find out where they source these new Coca-Cola bottles from. You have fans, you have people literally wanting to help, and if they don't want that help, you know, fine. But, you know, we're all in one place. We're biting that hand off. But we'll see. We'll see. Yo, Skullback, welcome in. I hope you are well. It is all really exciting. But now it's like, America would be quite cool. But then I'm kind of like, well, I might be going on a cruise in September anyway. So, and then I will have a big builder build, which I still remember. I need to actually message him and be like, yes, please. I mean, I can afford to do the cruise and then have Mr. Builder in. But, you know, then you're just like, but then if I throw in America... literally in between that... It does sound quite funky that I've been away. I sat and thought about it. It was like, I've literally been away every single month. America's overrated. Ah, we could all come and like share. Go and see. One day I keep going, oh, maybe next year. And the next year comes, maybe next year. No, it is exciting. It is exciting. So I've just kind of got to make that little decision. I would like to properly start making my new cosplay I want to do, but I don't think it's something I'm going to be able to get done for NucoCon. Oh, actually, it reminds me, I potentially am going to America next year anyway. I have got an opportunity. I must reach out to double check if that's still... card is on the table. I have got an opportunity to go to Adepticon. I need to redo that door because that door is really annoying me. So technically I will get to America, but not for Fallout. I think at least if it's in the UK I can take a big cosplay. So, I'm gonna make a Security-Chon cosplay, one of those single weird. Yes, that's one that I've been thinking of doing and like how to do it. So one way would be to have like, as you say, a single wheel hoverboard. Or I was just thinking how else you could do it, because I could imagine you have to like black out the legs. So I'm not doing that one. I'm doing something completely. I'm planning on something completely different. There's a lot of planning involved. Yes. Yeah, so hopefully I need to follow this up. I have an opportunity to go to Adepticon, is a big Warhammer convention in America. So I have potentially got the opportunity to work it and attend it, which would be insane. But I need to double check that. Office still stands. Should we start? Oh yes! And then we could have like the Fall of Britannia. We need to have, what's his name? The little chef guy. Well, it's not a little chef guy. We can have his face instead of like Victor's face. See, we need to do this. I mean, I could potentially make this new cosplay, but just I need to learn how to use foam. then I'm like, it's fine. Good. Fat Charlie. There we go. Have Fat Charlie's head. Have your brother instead of Yes Man. Exactly! Maybe we have found our mascot. Apart from Fat Charlie. Okay, this is what we need. Or... oh, no. How could we adapt it to sort of... I was just thinking, how could we then do like little... we could ask get like someone to 3D print some. And sell them. Main one is Atom Blitz Billy. So we could maybe change something. Atom Blitz Billy, I love it. You know we've got to have Anderson shelters in there somewhere. If they have like a bunker like that, oh my god. At the location. You know what I mean? Oh, it's really sad. My mum was like, oh, there's like this place which is having like old like Nissan, that doesn't sound right. Nissan huts, that is right, isn't it? Set up like on a Thursday. Do you want to go? And I was like, I'm working till like 1:30 that day. And it isn't just like, it's, you've got to give at least like an hour to get there, and they're like, and it's only like 11 until like 1:30 or something stupid. I was like, well, I'm working till 1:30, so the answer would be no. I think one of the accounts have those sorts of billets. Oh my god, I can't see. Because I mean, you can make it sort of like, if it's like war related, I suppose. So like a tank, cool. But I'm like, but there are no. It's not very lore accurate. But a tank, I mean, who doesn't love a tank? Who doesn't love a tank? Why did that block that? I'm not quite sure why. How Nissan? I'm not quite sure why. Why you're not allowed to say that on Twitch. We're talking about World War building, so I don't know if that's slang for something else. I don't know. But it is really, really exciting, isn't it? I mean, even like sort of near me, I keep saying I'll go out and have a photo shoot with someone. And there's like or there was, I don't know if they're still there actually, like chicken huts. Obviously not just randomly, they're in a field to do with what was a factory. And I'm like, that would be really cool just to go and have like, because they're all, oh, what's the word? Not deserted. Abandoned. Derelict. That's the word. Tick off the words, crazy. So it really doesn't have to be like 100% Fallout. Because there is no abandoned chicken huts, is there? But I just, you know, when you just think about it, you think, oh, actually, I need the time to get there. And the thing is, I can't go by myself. Because it is like, you have to park up, and it is quite a walk to the venue, to the disused, like, chicken huts. Also, I might look a bit mad if I'm, like, in my Nucatron. Don't mind me, dog walkers. Perfectly, no, nothing to see here. Probably a 6 Lego. Where's that with it? Maybe. I mean, maybe it kind of blocked it, because it does have that word blocked and variants of. How strange. You can't say anything against Todd Howard and Bethesda because it will also block it. Send a picture of Beckenham Camp because it. Oh, cool. What happens? This is when you start going like. Is it Eden Camp? Secret Bunker, all places like this. Cold War Museum. You know what would be really cool if we go to the what's it called? I've been at the Atonement Museum in Belgium because it looks like that would be so cool to have pictures outside of. And even going up the escalator is like insane. I mean, it's not fucking like if you don't like heights, have fun. That kind of thing. Oh, I need to do that side. I haven't done that side yet. This is all the painstaking extra details I'm doing. Oh, I can't decide. I'm going to a Star Wars party and something has just sold. See, I'm just screaming, hell yeah. Because I also, this sounds really strange, but that's why I really like Krieg. Because I've always, the only part of like history I really enjoyed was, it's going to sound really weird, but it is about like war. It's a bit like Great Escape, isn't it? It's always sort of fascinated me. That's why I'm really drawn to like the Krieg and the Astra Militarum. But you know what? I'm also thinking this would be fantastic if you had the Astra Militarum meet up. And there's going to be a tank involved. Oh, I was just thinking, hang on, this is not what I was thinking. Let me Google. What's it called? Buckingham Camp. I did Google it, but now I can't remember. It's Newark, it's the other one, isn't it? NukaCon. I think they both are roughly like 3 hours. Is it Newark? Yeah, so roughly you literally are, and then the difference between Buckingham Camp. Have you Googled? There's only 8 minutes between the two. There is literally 8 minutes between the two locations. So it's like, hang on, they're both like basically the same. Obviously at this time of night, it's gonna be less. Yeah, welcome to Fallout, for Fallout, for Fallout. That just reminded me of Erasmus' son. Fallen, who I am going to see next year. The training area has building and stuff we could set up with settlements too. That'd be so cool. And you could have like, the thing is, I'd love to go in a really big, like, say, my Power Armor cosplay, or I don't think my new one. Maybe for R1, my other cosplay would be done. But I'd also want to go in, like, that 1920s kind of vibe. That sort of attire. I think that would be cool. Or it's almost like one of them, what do they call it? Like living villages. Where you could have like, you can go in and you can get your hair done how they would have had it, you know. Makeup, this, that and the other. That would be so cool. Then you can go, and then there's like places, I can't think where it's called because I know somebody who's been. It's like nowhere near there. And it's like a living little village, so you can go to like the bakery, you can go, you know, you get your like your little like pennies that they would have used back then, complete like in the zone, that complete like LARPing thing. Oh man, the camp works as proper accommodation for people who don't want to camp out. Oh, could you actually stay there? Could have specific rooms for factions, and people who on camp can just go on the training. So can we actually stay there? This is when you want, like, if you've seen like a couple of like people that have done like a Vault-Tec van, this is what we need to then, like, as you've seen, like, you know, car share, we could ferry people like in the Nuka truck or the Vault truck. And the driver can be dressed in like one of the, like the oh, what's his name that started Fallout 4? Not the I've just got Mysterious Stranger in my head, but you know that kind of look. The rep. Why couldn't I think of the word? A Vault-Tec rep. Just be dressed like that and go, hey! And as I get on the bus, they give the ticket, which is their ticket number, which is like going in the vault. There's a space and a cookhouse. Oh right. That's quite cool. Is it far from like I was about to say a plane station? An airport. Yeah, you can tell Crazy's tired, can't you? A plane station. Wow. I won't be getting the plane. Or like the train. We could literally do that and have it. That would be so cool. Part of the announcement is going to be how we get people there. I definitely think, I mean, we could just, I mean, there's going to be somebody like either like we can cars or like, pretty sure we could maybe hire like a minivan, you know, or something like that. I said even, so there must be someone in the area who might like a taxi, you know, taxi, minibus. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we asked them, you could probably, even if they probably wouldn't want anything done to their van, you could maybe get like, you can get like car magnets. So we could, obviously depending on how much this is going to cost, I mean, you could like get them done just like with Vault-Tec logo, just to stick on like a minivan to like ferry people about, or like if people are volunteering to do it with their cars, you could get them to stick on or something, or put something like stick it even into the window. So you could pick up from like say train station, but look for your Vault-Tec rep, and the car has got some form of Vault-Tec on them. Obviously you'd also have the Fall of Britannia logo, or we just go Fall of Britannia, so we're not going to get copyright, if you know what I mean. I'm sure there must be like minibus companies. You could probably, you know, they'll put like a bit of paper in the window with going MAC cruises. That's the first thing that came to mind because I've been looking at cruises. So you know, that's my coach I need to get on. You could do something similar like that. Which means so in the most appropriate high contact company to do shuttles from the nearest train station, because that could be quite fun. Like Femi's group, for example, find a coach company that could take all the Scots, pick them up some egrets on the way. Yes, because are they getting the coach down? My goodness. God, I'd hate to say how long that will take. Well, so they must be not that far, really. Well, I say not that far. Because it's sort of well, from my location. What do you say, Beckenham? There are ways around it. There are ways around it. Okay, so from Femi has disclosed where he's from on there. So argument, obviously this time of night. So if it could take them 5 hours. Okay. Just getting a random blue van. I mean, that's how you recruit the best ways, right? I love that, just getting a random blue van. Especially if they're offering sweets. Yes, maybe that's not great if I use it. That's a potential option. The right back coach is all the trolleys and luggage and camp and stuff. So that's the thing. I guess if they're going to hire one, then they can always put it underneath, can't they? If they're gonna come and hire. That'd be so cool. See, that's the thing. The more I'm like, this is actually really exciting. Wait, is that for... Are they going to do that for NukaCon as well as yours? Things you have enough of festival like 3 to 4 days at T10 hours. That's the thing. Whereas something like NukaCon is, what, 10 till 5? 10 till 4? 10 till 5. They've got to travel 5 hours. And they've got to have a coachman. So they're probably, I'm presuming the coach will probably pay it for him. But they've probably got a, you know, coachman has then got to stay. So that's going to get a bit more complicated. Yeah, having it as a 1 day. It's good to test the water though. But I think our one It's quite exciting. That'd be so good, especially if they're coming down. And now I'm like, I don't know what kind of... I've completely forgot about my Nana. I mean, if we're going to get behind NukaCon, then let's arrange a weekend worth of socials. Yes! I'm down. If I'm going to NukaCon, I'm going to rope King to come in, and then I'm off to Warhammer World. Because that's half an hour away. So I'm quite excited about that. So make it worth it, that's the thing, make it worth it. So most people would have to travel on, say, the Friday. Won't they? I would have to travel up on the Friday. And then I'll have to travel up on the Friday and then go, say, to NukaCon on the Saturday. I was then thinking, do I want to paint it this colour? And then Sunday either be hanging around seeing everybody. We could have our own like little meet up. But I know Warhammer will be thrown in. So I might then go Warhammer World like on the Monday. But then I'd have to come back for work on the Tuesday. I wouldn't really want to go to Warhammer World. Oh, and then try. It depends. If I don't have to drive back, I could then have work. Literally, my head is just full of so much going on at the moment. Like every event I'm part of like a work event between now and the end of September. I'm taking control of it for 4 sessions because they're like, when are you free? Specifically on a Sunday. I was like, I work Sundays. They should know. So I'm like, okay. I was like, to put it into perspective, I'm available for 4 Sundays between now and the end of September. So when I say Crazy's life is really busy, I mean Crazy's life is really busy. So it's split between a couple of people, and I'm like, there's literally 4. That might now come down to 3 Sundays if I'm going to go away on holiday in September, but no, my date won't be affected by that because I'm sort of ending the show, I think. It's not actually a show, but it's a saying, isn't it? Crazy's life's great. It is, isn't it? So, be less busy. I know, right? And there's me going, I've been away this month, last month, potentially, well, it is definitely potentially twice in July. Once in August. It was going to be twice in August, but fucking expensive to go to. I've got a wedding. It's not even a wedding, it's a garden party because I'll be married by that point, and it's like, it's a family one, and my mum's like, oh, we could stay at said place, and we looked at how much it is to stay at said place, and it's like, pff, no, that's a lot of money. It is a lot of money to said place, and it's like, ugh. So yeah, this is why nothing gets done in Crazy World, because I was like, yeah, because with everything going on, I was like, literally, I couldn't do 4 Sundays, which is mad, which is absolutely mad. Luckily, this thing is only like on the morning, so I can be like, yay, I have to do this thing, and then I go back to work. I'm like, yay, but it is work related anyway. It's mad. It makes me look important, doesn't it? Oh, I literally like walked into the spare room the other day and was like, I really just want this set up now. Because like Plate Smasher, I watched him the other day on his stream, and I was like, he's literally got the setup that I am aiming for, which he was like, we were talking about cameras, And then he just went, oh, this is, he was playing, what was he playing? Oh, it was Warhammer. Which one was Darktide? I want to say Darktide. It might not have been Darktide. Either way, he was playing that. He's also a fellow painter. And he just went, this gaming screen, this is my painting screen. And I was like, this is literally what I want. I stood in there and went, I've literally got no bloody time. So, and then having like this painting stream at the end of the month, I'm like, brilliant. And then, and everything. So when your girl says she's busy, you know, she's busy. In fact, I can't do this thing. It's a work-related thing. I was like, I've got 4 Sundays I can do it on. I was like, that's really depressing. Odin, thank Odin. Why do I read this? Odin Wolf. Thank you for following. This is the way reading more screens is better. It's so, I love like this setup. You just literally was just like, this is his gaming setup, and then he just switched his like screen, and then he was like over here. I was like, that's what I want. I want a swivel between painting setup and be like, just turn my chair, gaming setup. Literally like what Plate has got, and I'm like, oh, this is like what I want. It's just oh, maybe I start the ball rolling, and you know what, maybe I could start the ball rolling and go and do that tomorrow and go and buy it. My idea, I'm trying to then cut down a bit because I wanted to take out, in the spare room, I have got an inbuilt wardrobe, which was built, my dad's looked at it, he was like, you can't even buy them screws anymore. I think this is from when the house was built, which was in the 80s. And so I potentially might take said wardrobe out and put in some black IKEA cabinets, display cabinets and everything. But he said, you could try painting them first. So I said, okay, well, naturally, a paint pot to try and paint the cabinets black and get some new door handles on them is considerably cheaper than trying to buy new furniture for them when I'm going to buy new furniture. I'm going to get a new desk, new everything. So I was like, okay, we're going to give it a go. And if it looks rubbish, then it's coming out. I can't quite just sit between the two, but basically what oh, that's really cool. See, that's what I really like, because at the moment this is all on one desk. This is why I'm like, it's actually quite nicer for me. I've been doing like the RPG game, tabletop Fallout games, so it's like I just have to use the same setup as this. But that's the dream. So I want that, have a hobby desk and a gaming desk, which will also require like additional monitors, but I'm like, I don't care about that. I can get them. I'm gonna go because my back is running hurting. Oh, in more places, so gonna take some pain. Oh, bless you. Oh, hopefully that really helps eases. Oh dear. Well, I hope you feel better soon. Like, good night, pain. Loving the blue metallic. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you have a good evening. I hope you feel better soon. So maybe tomorrow I'll go up to the what do you call it? Place you go buy paint. There used to be a place in town, but that's shut down. As in, it's an empty shop now, and it's like brilliant. Everybody goes, I would have just nipped in there and got this stuff. It's like, same. Never know why it just feels awful. That is awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I really hope it eases for you. That sucks. So there's a lot happening, it's very exciting, so I'm like, maybe I could pop out. I mean, I need to empty said cupboards before I paint, really. But that's another trip I need to do. I need to take lots of stuff to the charity shop. Then that gives me more space to then move stuff from upstairs to underneath the Warhammer table, which is in the conservatory. That reminds me, I actually need to do a Temu order. Because I'm going to get some one-way film, which I used in one of my cosplays before from Temu. To go on the... This is to go on the conservatory windows. And then I can then start to empty the spare room out. But the only space I've got is down, like, underneath the Warhammer table. Which is current. I've been getting rid of stuff slowly. But I'm like, it needs to go more so I can actually get on. So that could be a job for tomorrow. Before Morrison stands up. Maybe I'll nip to the hardware store and be like, I just need some black paint. I've already got the wall paint because somebody was painting and then they had too much paint left, and it should just be enough to do the room because one wall is, as I said, just like inbuilt wardrobe. But we can modify that so I can actually use it as space. What? Oh, it's banging. It's Philadelphia. Oh, good. I thought you said burn. Basically, King likes the food I made. I was like, burn. Oh no, it's banging, he was saying. I want to do these as lights. Because I might just keep that so I can take it off. And this is just the dots. This is the time. This is the killer. Doing all of these dots. So I also need to now they've released what for the charity stream, what factions everyone has voted for. I now need to figure out. I think I might be streaming on my own channel. I'm not entirely sure. Or I'll be appearing on theirs. I need to double check, and then because then that is only like, it's not this weekend coming, it's the weekend after the 20th. I was like, that's really quite close. Right, any more dots? I'm literally gonna be dreaming of dots. I know it's not very exciting, but probably if I left the nun on downstairs. Well, I can because it's me. This was actually quite difficult to put together by myself as well, because you kind of had to really jiggle it just to get it in. So you have to do the sliding door, and then there's back piece. In fact, I don't think I'm going to get paint. I could go get paint tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I knew there was another bit I'd missed. Do it that way. I was like, do I paint this bit or do I paint this bit? And then I think, because then there's a couple of these other bits somewhere very similar. Oh, I painted them silver, didn't I? Where were they? Where were they? Oh, there. Needs to be silver. Or I might do them as brass. I might actually change the brass. Twitch is a guest feature also for going live on other person's channel to notify those. No, if it's a partner only. Yes, yes, that's what I wanted to ask some people about. Because that's what I said, because they have no idea about streaming, so I don't think they've ever streamed before on this game's channel. So I'm kind of like, well, I can go live, and then there's a way to do, isn't it? So like, I try to explain to them that I could go live, but then there is that way, isn't it? Guest feature. Stream together. I've got to stream together. Stream together only supports Chrome and Fire. Oh, okay, because there's I install Chrome. Okay. And then it kind of goes, okay, so there's like on my little Twitch thing, and there's a guest way to do it. We're streaming together different. So projects manage polls, manage. Create a channel, manage your poll, manage goals, projection, stream together, clear chat history. Or what I'll just do is I'll be like, I'll go live and then I'll be like, hey. Because there is a way, isn't there? There is a way. I can see people. Off to do that. It's going to go really loud and annoy me otherwise. Yo, Tundra! Welcome in. So I need to sort of like question them, going, how exactly do you want to do this? And I have offered them as well, like saying, do we want... How the fuck can I like this? You know, like as the stream set up like this, so I will change mine so it would have like mind and have like the name of the place, because I'm like, well, I'm already set up, I'll just have to take it, and so then that week there'd be no stream on the Friday. I will have to tidy this up. It could be fun. I just need to I'm going to keep that gold. Streaming better together, more chat, more viewers, more ways to collaborate on Twitch, shared chat. Because that might be quite fun to have it all in one. But I don't know who else is doing that event. I need to ask them and be like, hey. Because we'll be sort of, we'll be live at the same time. But I obviously have to be there. I'm a bit like, I need to know, so I know that I'll know when I need to finish work on that Friday, so I don't work late. Hey, we'll message you after stream. No worries at all. So it's all very exciting. So we are doing Crimson Fists for the Space Marines. Oh, what's the other one? Oh, I completely got blank. What was the other one? The other one was... See, they've still got another post, Cosplay Judge, but they haven't tagged him. Which I think is a bit naughty. The votes counted, just orc. Goths, that's it. I don't know yet what one I'm painting yet for the box set. I'm like, I will go where I need to be. I have seen a dress on Vinted that I'm quite tempted to get, because I imagine it'll be quite sort of warm. There seems to be quite a band of us, quite a group of us doing it all, which should be quite fun, because then it's that pressure going, oh my god, please don't say there's like 2 of us. Okay, I just like that extra like little bit of detail. Oh, I've missed the side bits with the silver. It's a really cool Warhammer dress, and I don't know how to get it because I think it is going to be slightly too big. Shall I show you what it is? I thought I could stream wearing it doing the charity stream. Let me find it. It's on Vinted. I did see someone already selling part of that Armageddon box set. Oh, of course, my internet is not going funny. Favourites. Oh, I completely forgot I was liking that. How cool is that? I almost got it to wear at UKGE. And I was like, let's go and fall out. But I'm quite tempted to like just wear that for the charity stream. They have got a couple of Mind t-shirts, but they're generally quite large. I think they are. They only had a spare large, and I thought that's just gonna drown me. So one of the guys has got it. There's another guy who's attending, so he's taking it. Yeah, so it's from Black Milk. I believe it's Black Milk. No, Wild Bangarang. Not Black Milk. I thought it was Black Milk. It might be too big. So you've got like the Purity Seals. Wild Bangarang. Fashion of flattering fitted bodice with a skirt. It says it's an M. I think I looked up the sizing. The sizing, what they've put is so it's potentially going to be too big. Oh yeah, they don't exist anymore. But I'm quite tempted to get it. Because I think I went on Wild Bangarang on Rockamilly to then try and compare like a dress size. Because it says it's a 12 to 14. Your gal is not a 12 to 14. But if they put M, 12 to 14, that's an L. Not an M. But this is the back of it. Obviously you wouldn't see that. It is official Warhammer. And it does say it's a size M. Lost Girls rule. Huh. It says in the so it might fit, but it might be a bit biggy. Too big. I speak for all your followers when I say we went well crazy. So do you think? Because it is either going to be really warm because we're all going to be crammed into a room painting, or it's going to be really cold. One of the two. So I'm like, oh, I could wear this for the stream. Maybe I should get it. They have reduced the price. It's just the sizing. It's going to be like super baggy. But I mean, when I'm sitting, no one's going to notice, are they? Then I rock up and they'd be like, hey, we've got a spare Small Mind t-shirt for you. I'd be like, don't you dare interrupt my my Warhammer. How dare you? But then I'm like, I could wear it and go to Warhammer World. Now that is always a little. I'm always a bit cold in Warhammer World, but I've got a black cardigan I can wear. You can match it with tights. So I might get it. And then I've got a Star Wars party to go to. It was an option that I may not have been going. I may have been going on a cruise, but I think we're deciding we're going to go in September now instead. And I can't decide what to dress as. Again, that kind of depends on the weather. So I can't at the moment looking at R2-D2 dresses. Or I found, this is all on Vinted, or a Chewbacca onesie, which is literally like a couple of quid. Because then if it's like super hot, I'm going to be super hot. But we'll be outside. When the sun goes round at said place, it gets really cold. If it's under 10, I'll say, get it then. If you want to hate it, sell it again. So here's the thing, it's because then Vinted, they get you, don't they? So it's currently reduced down to 16, so then you pay 17.50, so it's going to be like 20 quid. And it's always great if it's been listed for quite a while and nobody's bought it. That's the one thing that is kind of like putting me off. It's the only one I've seen. be fair, on stream you're not going to see it, are you really? You'll see the top half. I was like, I can wear it to Warhammer World. I think it was more like Necron based, I would so buy it because I'll be like, well, this is my faction. But then I'm also looking at like, I would want a purity seal to a real one to put on it, or I'd have to make some so they actually are real. Oh, that was close. I mean, it might fit well, but if it is a medium, it should be 10 to 12, and that can still be too big on me. They've marked it as a 12 to 14, which will literally drown me. So I don't think you can buy this dress anywhere else, so I can't even return it if it's on Vinted, which is annoying. I mean, it could be that it stretches. Girl problems, right? It could be that they wear a size 12 to 14 and it stretches on them. Okay. This is all the finicky little detail. I can't be able to do them inside quite yet. I'm quite liking the gun of that. Just add that little bit of shine, because then they sit. I could not work out though, for love of money, how they fit. Can't remember how it goes. So this goes on. I've got to paint them in bits blue, but I'll do them because they're really, really small and fiddly. So I painted that bit silver, and I'm going to paint that bit and that bit blue. Also could cheat and just stick them down and then paint them in place. There should be 6. So one's in the box still. To be fair, I could stick these down now because I have painted, but I need to tidy up really around it. Pull my average again after treat myself to some proper average. Thanks. Oh, that's really cool. How are you finding it? So it's making it a lot easier. I know people go, oh, airbrush, crazy, airbrush. And I'm like, I do not own one. Then it is just trying to find one. I would have got one. Oh, I didn't finish painting that in there. Okay. Like, if I had won the raffle at UKGE, which you could win £1,000 to spend at said event, that was like on my list. Was airbrush. That's the thing, then you need to get the proper like paints for it, don't you, as well? If I could no, that would hide that. You can use most normal paints. I just need to thin them. Does it not like block it up? Then you need to get the right ratio, don't you, as well? Like, you can get some airbrush paints, can't you? I think Army Painter do some, don't they? But then if you like, you can thin them. And that's quite handy because at least then you can use the same, if you know what I mean, then you can use the same one. That's quite handy if you can. Because surely that should work. They just need to be thin enough so that my brush plates need to be thin further for fine airbrushes. And then they can clog, can't they? Then I've heard it's quite a faff. but then it's a bit like no difference if you use a fence sprayer. That can clog. But they're much more prone to clogging. It seems much easier to get the consistency right with specific paints, it seems. Okay, I think I've touched up them bits. So this is all the like the little tiny little details. Tiny little details. Put you there for now. And now I'm thinking I might try and bring some of this. I've got that there. I could have brought that instead. Oh, I might bring some of that onto there, but I might think about that. Balthazar Gold. I tried to read it on my screen what colour that was. That's not really going to happen. So then I'll just paint them white to look like lights, and then I'll just silver around them. You know, some things you're just like, that'll be really boring to do on stream, but you know, you're getting me through it. This is why it's just nice to paint, chill, chat, you know, that kind of thing. Let me sit properly, that might help. That'd be really good. Well, it seems, but that's because I'm still new to airbrushing. Well, hopefully you get on with it. I swear that my screen there keeps jumping, and I'm like, why does it keep jumping? I don't quite know. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been talking about holidays and that. I'm like, oh. I'm just really itching to go abroad. Because usually I started doing this thing where I'd be like, go abroad 1 year, stay in England the next year, go abroad 1 year, stay in England next year. And now, like I said to Mum today, I was like, I just want to go, I just want to escape the country this year. We're like, oh, we could do Last Cruise on her birthday. Then she's like, that's just France, the like 2 places in Spain and 1 place in Portugal. She's just like, I was like, well, we could always just do that one and then do another one for like her birthday in September. I was like, we could. There is no stopping us. We could literally do that. So we're going to think about it. Because if we're going, oh, this cruise is only like £2,000. Oh, this, my mum went, what are we thinking if we went on a like £2,800 cruise? That's each, by the way. I was like, depends how long it is. She's like 12 nights. I was like, no. I was like, that's so much money. But we are quite posh. We go balcony. It's a lot of guesswork and feeling. For fitting paint and airbrush. At least there's a lot of people in the community as well. You can always ask if you're not sure. So like Scoback, he is like the man. You know all like the tricks and everything. So if you get stuck, you can always reach out to like people. Is that each? That's each. That's each. That wasn't the most expensive one. Oh no. There was one I saw. How many days was it? It was something like 30 days. I can't remember how many days it was. But I kid you not, you could only have a suite. So this ship was only designed with suites. And it was £63,000 each. That's per person in a cabin. Oh, but don't worry though, it comes with your own butler and 24/7 room service. And flights included too. And we're like, fucking hell. £63,000 each, I want the whole plane to myself. It's mad. Safe to say, we're not going on that one. I did see some other ones that I really was like, oh my god. There was one that you set off, you go from New York, it goes around, or it goes up to Greenland, around Iceland, like across top of Scotland, down the Norwegian fjords, there, like as far down as Oslo, comes back, it does Dublin. I remember looking at the map. It does France. I'm actually looking at France. It plays. I said on the map. I don't think this person knows where Liverpool is because Liverpool was placed like upper part of France. I don't think Liverpool's in France. Might be hard to understand them, but I can tell you it's not a French accent they speak. Oh, that that was, how many days was that? I can't remember how many days that was. That was £17,000. So you end up back in Southampton. We were like, wow. I was like, you could literally do a world cruise for that, and that's 3 months. It was like 21 days or something ridiculous. It was like, my god, you could do a world cruise for that. So you may have guessed, I'm probably going on another cruise this year. So I had to teach people proper feeling without being. That is, I can imagine actually. Because you can't really be like, this is how much paint. Because adding water, I guess you could be like, I don't know, a mil of this, but then if they haven't got the right stuff. So I might just say to them, fuck it, let's just go to Spain. We could do 2 cruises in 1 year. Some people do, they literally live on them, and it's like, how the hell? I think that one goes, yeah, it'll be, that means we'll be away on her birthday, if we did the Spain and Italy, Spain. But it's like, it's not really like France and Portugal, because you're like 2 days here, 2 days there. Oh, I don't know how to paint the front. Because these details will be out. We also saw one that you go from Dover, and you basically, you have to go to from Dover, you know, you can go from Dover, but you start off in Rotterdam, and you think you go up around Iceland, fjords, and you end up back in Dover. We're like, oh, that's a possibility. And then we started looking at, oh, you can Eurostar across to Rotterdam. And we're like, oh, then it could be really good. And then we're like, okay, realistically, let's start costing this up. We have to train down to London to get the Eurostar. The Eurostar was like, for when this was like 40 quid each one way. And then we'd have to get from the train station, if we took the Eurostar to Rotterdam. So that means we'd have to get a taxi to the port, which is half an hour. I was like, okay, well realistically, we've already just spent how much money just to go on this imaginary trip. So then Mum was like, well, at least we know we can go to Rotterdam on the Eurostar. I was like, this is very true. I was like, realistically, we could just go from Southampton. The cost of fuel to get there and stay the night literally outweigh the cost it would get to go down across to Rotterdam. In Florida, cruise is cheaper than old folks' home. See, that's the thing. There's loads of people out here are like, oh, it's cheaper. I was like, it generally is, because this is no offence, but most people like on cruises like that, they are American. because it's cheaper. And then people out here are like, yeah, you could do that here. And I was thinking, well, I like old folks' homes. I was thinking, I know how much is the one around here, and it's like, I'm pretty sure a cruise is more expensive. I like sell that house and live on there because you think you've got a hospital. They have to have a hospital. They have got a morgue on board. I hate to say it, but they have got a morgue on board. And it's their duty to look after you. All inclusive. And then you travel. That's what like most people can do. You know, why not? If you've got the moolah. I'd love a world cruise, but I was saying to Mum, like, I'd have to then like sell the house because you can't just have like 17,000 because then you'll need realistically, let's say 25,000. By the time you pay for excursions, insurance, and everything on top of that, you need about 25,000. It's like, The system is so funny. My sis would want that. Oh, thank you. It is quite a talk, isn't it? One of my friends 3D printed it for me. I need like different colours, don't I? I forget sometimes it's there, and so you often hear me like hit my camera. Have I done them exactly the same? There we go. It is cool, isn't it? They did do it so you could take that out, but then I stuck that down, so it just simply clips like this. But I stuck it down because I was like, it would keep falling out when as I was leaning forward. And I said to him, if I did like a wild cruise for like 3 months, I said I would become everyday content creator. I'd be like, hey, this is my cabin. Hey, today we're going off here. Not that your girl has expensive taste, but when it comes to holidays and cruises, your girl does. I'll just fix that bit in there. I want to bring in some of that kind of I could even do that on these, to be fair, because then these sit underneath. That wouldn't really look right if I put like the bronze on it. There we go, couldn't shut it then. So this is why this one person has got that, because when I was trying to then figure out, I can't remember, I'll have to look up how it fits, but it didn't make a lot of sense. I think because then that goes on there. For example. I can't remember without looking now. I couldn't quite make it, I think he goes there. It doesn't make much sense. So I thought I'll do them separately. Have to be a lack of free holidays if you become famous. Oh no, I'm like, can I get on there? To be fair, one of the, oh, it does keep jumping, my Twitch. One of the other ones, the cruise I went on, my second one I went on, I was posting pictures of Vault Boy on the ship, and the cruise director, because he was an active cruise director, he loved it, followed it, and he then reached out to me. This was one of the last days on the ship, and he was like, really lovely to like meet you. And so I was like, bloody hell. So I met up with the cruise director. Turns out he's also does hypnotherapy and done things on like Dubai princes and their ladies. He's quite renowned, And then he took Vault Boy. He was like, do you mind if I take him? He said, you can't come with me, but can I take Vault Boy and take him around the ship? So he did say he could get it up front with the captain, get Vault Boy up front with the captain, but he was like, I can't take a picture because obviously security reasons you can't have pictures in the, what you call it, it's not a cockpit, is it? But you know what I mean. So he literally went around the ship with my Vault Boy, and I was like, I kind of feel a bit like, oh, I hope I get him back. But he is the cruise director, so, and he's just, and then there was like a co-pilot, not a co-pilot, like a young lad apprentice, or what you call them, I can't remember. And there was a picture of him, they were dining, and he put him in his jacket. And then there was somebody on the cruise Facebook page I was on, took a picture of the guy holding it. So the cruise director took a picture as he is, like as I'm to you now. But outside this restaurant, a member of a fellow cruiser took a picture going, what on earth is going on there? And put it on his Facebook page. And I was like, that's my Vault Boy. And weirdly, then that boy, I say boy, he was pretty much very young. Then the last cruise I went on, this is my third cruise, I was sitting on a coach with Mum, we sat at the front, and he fucking walked past. And I went, Mum, I was like, I know who that is. That's so and so, and I got on my Instagram, and I said, that's him. And it was really weird. He was literally piloting, I don't know if you call it that. He wasn't captain, but piloting the second ship I went on. And then I saw his pictures. I was like, bloody hell. I did message him, but they can't. You could wait until they're docked, and he couldn't obviously be like, yeah. So that was really weird. So my Vault Boy has travelled. So I still follow them. This person and the cruise director, so my Vault Boy. And then he got on because there was this cruise program being filmed at the time, so Vault Boy got in behind the scenes of that. If I found out I may be able to get decent disco tickets for travel partner because I'm a cripple. See, that's bet you can get like concert tickets and stuff as well. So like we're gonna go see the Rasmus, a concert buddy, because now when I went and saw Unit 6 of her. She had a free ticket because she can get in. I get in as her carer, and we jumped the queue. So we were at the front. We were literally the first ones in the venue, and we were like, oh, like right in the centre. So she's done the same this for the Rasmus. So when we go, we should be able to get in first. I was going to be famous, but you know. It was so weird. I was like literally saw it, like it really confused another passenger, like what on earth is going on? I was like, and then so I think I uploaded the picture anonymously of the different angle sort of Vault Boy. It was so weird. It was so weird. I posted it. I know I posted it. So then when I was on the last ship I went on, I was like, yeah, we're gonna like really show off like Vault Boy. The cruise director wasn't on that one, unfortunately. And he was like, their cruise director's not that great with social media. But you got to meet the captain. There was a captain event, and then you could meet him afterwards. And he's got a little sailor's hat, let me show you. It was absolutely... So I keep looking now for the cruise director because I'm friends with him like on Facebook and everything. As one does, as you know, he's a cruise director. He's currently not a cruise director. He is currently has shows on a ship. So if he's a cruise director, he can't have hypnotherapy shows on the ship. So he has to go on as entertainment, or he goes on as a cruise director. I was like, that's really weird. He was like, yeah, you can't. It's a rule. It's a mix. Where is he? See? He had a little hat! And you gotta meet the... This is the captain, and the captain signed his little hat because I made him a hat. And he went around everywhere. So this was on the Christmas one that I went on. I don't know if I can find. I don't know if I can go back that far. But yeah, the other one is so funny. Oh, it's going to take too long to go back. But he's quite famous, isn't he? I mean, everyone loves Vault Boy. He's even met Todd Howard. He got spotted by Todd Howard on the front row at the premiere. I don't know how I managed that. They were literally just giving out the tickets, and I somehow wangled front and centre, which is fantastic. We're going to stick this on now. This is how I use my Army Painter super glue, by the way. That's not that one. We have a dead paintbrush. I just love cruisers. I actually do. So I'm like, well, technically, we could get 2 in 1 year. Technically, we could go next month. Which should literally be... What's even more depressing while this come up is because Mum and I were potentially going on a cruise right now. But sadly, we would be in Cork right now. So, but sadly, when I come back, because I didn't know about Fallout Shelter or not, which I still haven't heard anything, but one presumes it's a no. I didn't want to book it, then have the faff of cancelling it. So it was 2 weeks, and you were set sailed yesterday. Actually, no, that's no lie. We wouldn't be in Cork yet. We would have set sailed yesterday, and we may be in Cork now. And then it goes up to Iceland. It goes around Iceland, and it goes across to the top Norwegian fjords. 2 weeks. But we're guessing it actually got fully booked because then there were no cabins left. The mum says she saw an internal cabin. She was like, nah. I was like, Mother, you spoiled me. The first cruise I went on had a balcony. I've only been on 3 cruises with balcony. Specifically unloaded paintbrush. It is so murdered. It is now solid because of paint as well. Paint and glue. Good old TikTok brush, you don't mind. It's murdered. So me and Mum just sat there today like, we should be sailing right now, or we may be in Cork. I can't remember how long it... To be fair, we probably would have spent the day in Cork because Cork's not that far from Southampton. So... But then Mum's like, actually put her back out, so she's like, swings and roundabouts. She was like, can you imagine on a cruise like this? I was like, see, it was meant to be, Mother. Not to go, not to go. Then I'm like, what am I going to do? I've got so much Warhammer to do, I'll have to take it with me. And just do it like Warhammer on the cruise. Not sure they're sticking. Oh, then this bit goes somewhere. I can't remember where it goes. This is the thing, you've had to do it sort of half and half. Oh, I see. So them little bits, they go on here. Oh, I see. Somewhere. So there's not one left in the box. Where do they go? They go in here. No, other way, crazy. Like that. So realistically, I do want to paint them blue. Didn't really last long, did it? I feel like it needs something else to kind of break up. Break up the blue. I know that's going to be blue, but to break up all the silver. So that's why I sort of bring in that other colour, that bronzy. Let's put this in the light. This way around. I'm going to just light on top. So they're all going to be on like that. So I'm now debating to... I don't really want to repaint over it because I've already done that. Oh, I need to fix that bit there. Kind of like a little pod race, isn't it? There is another one it's meant to go into, but we might just stick to 3 because I realised that it's meant to be 8. Well, this might only have 6. So the black bits I will need to paint blue. I just thought that'd be easy to do separately. Because it does work in this silver, I'm quite tempted to do it as this little bronze just to break up. Is there... Oh, I won't have my snippers up here. 2, 4. There's one left in the box. You know, I hate it when you're just like, oh, it feels like there's a lot of silver. Right, should we give this... I mean, I could dry brush it on. I'm probably not like it. I have started to paint a little bit of the scenery as well that I bought from UKG. I had a little play over it, around it today, and I need to show King it to get the stone. So we did buy a grey primer, but I feel like it's too light. I think we need a darker grey. Then I sort of played around with it today with because we sprayed it grey and then King put on, like, painted over doorstone layer. So we tried none on first and it didn't look right, and then we put this on top and it looks better. So then today I was like, I'm going to dry brush on doorstone. I know it's a layer, but I'm going to dry brush it on, layer of none on, and then a layer of Seraphim Sepia. Let's let that dry for a second. Does that mean I've got more on the sprue? Did I not cut them out? Or I have cut them out and I've lost them, because I know there's specifically another one in the box. So this is still some sprues left. There's some other pieces that I still need to cut out, I think. Oh, then we've got the base. No, so... I'm not quite sure. There is another gun as well. The gun you can interchange. So there are a few other pieces. No. Oh, weird. Oh, there is one in here. Found one. So that could be... I've missed... There we go. I've missed 2. They're probably because they're black. And then this is the stand, which will then go on there. Guessing that was fixed. I've still got to fix that. And I might put a couple of the decals on as well. And then this is the size of the base. It's big. Okay, so I did miss them. So I haven't got my none on all up here. Moment of truth. That might look better. That will be blue and that bit will be blue. Just to help break up the colour a bit. Like, I don't want a lot. There's a little paintbrush here. So this is, at least I have primed it. The other one's in the box somewhere. I may only be able to put on, oh, it's just the wrong paintbrush. I didn't mean to use this paintbrush. I want like a messy brush. Preferably not wet. And then so with the scenery, I'm going to show him and just see. And then I'm going to get some like plant stuff from Temu. So I'm like, I ideally want to do like one big order, but then I'm like, I could just have to order the stuff separately. I'll keep moving over to the other shot. This is very exciting. So this is all just like the little bits that I've got left to do on this. So it is coming together, but you know all the like the little tedious little details. To slap it all together. But it's quite nice, you know, just able to chat and chill. So I'm quite actually looking forward to tomorrow being able to sit down and, because King's got a lot of the Horus Heresy, the salamanders to build. There should be, hopefully, from Vinted, the book's going to be turning up tomorrow because he's borrowing one at the moment. So we've been told we need to paint and build this on stream. So that might be Tuesdays, depending. He could be out. He usually plays Warhammer on a Tuesday. So he was considering joining me tonight to do a Salamander Horus Heresy build, but I got back really late. So we might have him. I think we just need to like rope him in. So he's been on before. We were building some of the Lord of the Rings figures, so may have him back again as a special guest. So we'll be showing like just his hands. So I also I really want like a really nicer setup as well, so we can do more of that. Because anyone who likes Warhammer lore, he is the one. Knows everything. That must mean in this box, which I've also got my Baneblade. Well, that would mean I'm still missing 2. I swear there was only 6. Because then that's my truck. Oh, that's a bit of... That's definitely showing 4. Oh, look, there's some... Oh, here's the other... Oh, crazy, move your stuff. I found that over too. And I feel like I need another before I put it on. And I go around and paint all of them little bits blue. At least now I'm going to be able to see them. There we go. I think that will look definitely a lot better. To be fair, I could stick them down and then paint them. At least if it's a smaller area, it's easier to sort of paint. Shouldn't take... You know, you're just like, oh, I've not got much left to do. Then you're like, well, actually, I've still got loads to do on the Valkyrie. So then I've got the 2 little men, and I've got to figure out how exactly you stick them. I remember when I was trying to figure out, I was like, you know what, I'm going to deal with that later. Let's just paint them first, shall we? Silver might actually look nicer, but I kind of wanted to break up the silver. You know, you're just like, I'll just do the one and I'll wait for it to dry. Better. It's got actually some paint on it now. I want to go around the side bits. You're not likely to see these, but you know when you just like, you don't want to then realise you can see it. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, that's kind of better. I think might add some of the gold, bronze as well. If you add one, I don't want to like too much tedious ones. It's quite as exciting, is it, to see? I don't mind doing them off stream, as there's another 5 of them to do. But like on here, instead of the silver, I could like do these bits. So I'm thinking I'll probably want my painting glasses on. Yo, cosplay, welcome in. How are you doing? How is the cosplay going? I hope you are well. It's gonna be quite a pain to try and paint now. I didn't originally have these like these tubey bits stuck down, but I stuck them down this evening before I went live. Inside the Space Marine for the third time. Oh dear, for the third time. But good feeling about this one. Oh, that's good. Oh, I can't find which one it was now. Sometimes you have got to go. Just ignore that this happened. Like that. That never happened. This means it will be even better though, right? This means it will be even better. Hopefully. I'll come back to that. Sure. Something like that. Something like that. That's infuriating though, isn't it? When you're like, this should work, but why isn't this working? At least you've managed to sort it. Is it something you're kind of happy with, or is it something that you're kind of gone, this is going to have to do? Tempo's looking good. Thank you! Well, it's sort of a slightly boring... Oh, blurry then. Doing all like the fiddly little detail bits, you know what I mean? But they make it, don't they? I'll have to go back over these and none. That was the little details. Thank you! I'm not sure if I really like this bronzy bit on it, but that will make sense once I put the other bit on it. Oh, that's way too much. During the building it, we're looking forward to seeing it once I bet. That's always the bit when you've got that vision in your head and everyone's like, okay. And then when you manage to pull it off, it's like, wow. It feels so good, isn't it? Once you're there. It's just getting to that point, isn't it? As long as you can see the vision in your head. And then when you can finally, so I find that that's the hardest bit. Because I just want to get it all done, stuck together and finished, but it's like I can't. So it's like when I was doing my power armor, it was like I just want to complete one bit, but I couldn't. So like the helmet, I had to wait till certain bits arrived, and I couldn't do that bit because I don't need to do that bit, but I couldn't do that bit till I'd done that bit. You know what I mean? And it was just like really infuriating, but so it was slowly. Well then you're like, I need to wait for that bit to dry before I do that, or I'm waiting for this to arrive. And then with, say, that to that, I mean I could, to be fair, null and all it once it's in place. Okay, yeah, bringing that brings that out. I say when I was supposed to split up myself to make it easier to paint, I just want to see if you just, yeah, that's the thing, you just want to, you just like, this is really infuriating, you just want to get it done. And then see it all finalised. Actually, I might null them separately. So when you're like, oh, I've got 6 of these pieces to do. I could just stick them down and then paint them in place. Could do that. But then, if you put the blue on it, might ruin it. Yeah, I feel the same. Some bits I want to do, but got to build other parts before I can do it, make it fit. That is the worst bit. Okay, so it's just that bit falling down. But you can see it in your head. But you know when you're just like, it's all better pulled together in the end. I really need to make a start on mine. Sometimes the planning can just take time, can't it, as well? Like I find like with my power armor, I was planning each bit going, right, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to work out this size because I need to do that. And if you're then waiting for supplies as well, it's really annoying. the more and more I'm feeling tired, the less I want to put all the too much detail in. I think even with the fact that my glasses on, I'd need not so tired eyes. Alright. Can't see a thing. Well, I can see normal now. Normal, and then... Am I really forward? Yes. That is better. That's better! Well, it's not better, because I can't actually read chat right now. I could do that, then I can read it. Where are we? This one. Oh, I can't see the paint pot. There we go. I can do this. At this point you could just be like, I'm kind of just painted it all the same bronze. Although I wouldn't have this problem, would I? Preparation is 60% of the work. It's so true, isn't it? That is, like, you really do have to do it. Sometimes you can just wing things, but most of the time you can't when you're like cosplay building. It'll look so good when it's done. Or I'm just thinking just work on a really simple Krieg or something, but then that's not simple, is it really? Like for me, I mean for myself. I'll wait for it to dry if I do the end bit. Is it in my eyes? Big. When you're just like, I haven't actually got the patience to sit here and paint any of these right now. So especially because I thought there was 6 of them. Not 8. Not really getting any paint on the paintbrush. For God's sake. And then you'll be like, there'll be too much paint on the paintbrush now. Concentration. Oh my god. That's only 4 and I haven't even done the other bit. You know when you're just like, I can't go to bed until I've done these bits. And it's like, alright, maybe I'll just do the chunky bit. You just splodge it onto where you've just painted. It's like, oh, brilliant. Three more of these bits to do, and then the other bits should be really easy to do. I love your pombo. Thank you! I think right now it would be, I think it needs a, not quite the orange, but you know what I mean, it needs a concentrating. You know, like the, when they build up on their skill, I need that to slowly start filling. It's cute, isn't it? Or somehow I do need one that then can go amber to red, because you know when you're like painting and things don't quite go right. I have to get myself like a drill so I should get started, but once I get find out to stop. It's hard when I paint. See, that's the thing as well, isn't it? See, this was exactly like how I'm finding it now. Like, I could just stop here, but I'm like, no, I need to finish these like little bits. Right, that's the thing. My Plumbo would literally just be like, right now it would be like orange, just like, please just go right, please just go right. Or like my learning meter would be going up right now. I need it to be like engaged, you know, so you got like the comfort. Yeah, that's quite high. Fun? We can, sometimes we have fun painting, don't we? Sometimes we don't have fun painting. Let's not lie. I love that you wear that every stream. I do that every stream, and sometimes if I forget, I'm like, oh no, I didn't wear it. I think there was one stream I forgot completely and nobody clocked it. So I got away with it. Because nobody mentioned it. I've put my 2.0 colour changing. This is what we need, a little button that can then change it. So it goes amber green or green amber red. Need like little like health meter down the bottom, you know, when you're like, you need to get up and move crazy, or like he goes, oh, that's what we need. Is like if I did like my own 24-hour stream, it would be like toilet break, getting hungry now. The stats in the corner. Now that would be cool. Phew, then it's like, oh brilliant. I'll just do this bit times 30. Yeah, just, if only, right? If I bet you can't, I can't wait if we could do that. Can you imagine? Just be like, oh, I've got like batch paint all of this lot. Oh, don't worry, I'll just speed it. I'll just speed it up. There's one I found on Etsy that kind of... No way! Does it actually? That is so cool. So my friend 3D printed this, so what's the models in my chat who is also my mod? He, Hydrate, I could just see Hydrate. Hydrate! 1 second, I've got paint on my brush. So he's my 3D printer guy, but we have a mutual friend who 3D printed me the Plumbo. Remember that was for like when I was wearing my power armor, my undersuit, and my mate was like, "You literally look like this sim." Like, oh, I can't remember what Red Burglar it was, or some evil guy, Mastermind, Evil Mastermind, I think it was. I've got to look up to see it. The sim of Mandalorian. There we go. No worries for the lurk, Tundra. I hope you have a good lurk. Stay safe on the wasteland. I don't get jealous because I helped teach from. That's true. You could one up him and be like, "What does yours colour change, mate?" Oh. He learns super quick and is really enthusiastic back, which I love. I can imagine. He seems so kind of like keen with that kind of thing. When is your church stream again? I have LEDs which I need to try and use. I reckon Falk walk me through it, to be fair. It's on the 20th of June. So literally not that long. Oh, I don't think I've been painting this bit on them. That's gonna slightly annoy me. The answer is nope. Oh, this one hasn't been done, so that's okay. Nope. I'm determined to get this tiny little bit done. Completely missed the tissue there. My God, it's just so tedious. But it's all worth it because it looks good in the end. Well, this is what you keep telling yourself, right? That's the one thing. Does anyone else find time jumps from painting crafting? I'll constantly be checking the time. It goes from 8:59. It goes like when you get really like in the zone, doesn't it? You think, oh, I've done that pretty quick, and you're like, how have I just spent the last like 10 hours on this one piece? should be done then. Mine the cheese exactly. Glowing. Oh, I said glowing. I was thinking of glowing cheese. Yeah. Well, like rad cheese. Very special crazy. Shake body. The bug eyes has returned specifically. Right, you lot can go on there. I'm not doing them tonight. So I've got my nullion oil. My nullion oil is downstairs. So I could be like, can't you just get it for me? Oh, I'll do it later. So this thing is then you can feel like everything is shifting forward on my head. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better than having them as silver. As you can kind of tell. -1. But I want another normal, which I haven't got up here with me. 3, 4. Oh, sorry, it's like chocolate cheese. Chocolate cheese, could you imagine? I don't know if this is good or bad. Just when you're going around like all the little finicky bits to use up the paint. I've just realised I knocked my super glue over onto my Nuka-Cola mat, and luckily that plugged it, because I can't actually put the lid on anymore, because it shouldn't look like that. Slight panic. So lead battery can go away. That can go away. Bless you. I think I would have cried. Because I was gifted that from Overclocker with the keyboard. I would have cried. And then I got the 2 men to do. I thought I was going to use gold, but no. I've got to stick the gun bit back on. That's what it's looking like. So I need to put the cockpit on. But I need to try and mend the glass. And then, that's completely the wrong way around, is it? No, it's not. I don't really like how that's meant to clip on, but there you go. Oh, I got the little buttons to do. Should put some button colours on there. G red. What have we got? We have got. I could put a couple of. Oh, the other's not actually in here. That's not in here. There's the part of the cafe need to be painted. So, okay, there goes my paintbrush. So I was gonna say. So I've kept it, so that's how it's like, but I've kept it so it can unstick, so you don't actually need to paint inside, but you can say you've got the sliding doors, it's then, you're probably not going to be able to, oh, so you would see like a little bit, and then, because I'm going to have the door open, so for this bit I'm going to paint these as lights. Showing a bit you can see. Like I was just gonna paint that, not white, like Screamer Skull, and then I will probably silver that little line, and then do that down. But I'm keeping that off for now because then these men have to stand inside. Oh, do you mean that, or do you mean the oh, I see. So this will be stuck down, but I had an incident with the glue, shall we say. So can you see some on the canopy? That's splodge. So that's one bit. And this is currently the other bit, which we're not going to talk about it. I need to try and fix it. The way around? It might not be that round. It has to go that way around. And then it's got these bits that stick to the side. This is the issue that I've had. So I went to stick it and realised, and then it's now got glue all over. So I need to remove the glue, which is more easier said than done. So there is another bit. There we go. This is the culprit. I've moved my camera slightly, so it's really annoying. I mean, I could just like rust over it. And then stick. So I just need to try and sort that out, and then that would somehow pop on top. So I won't also really representing your girl crazy. Things explodes. I feel over transparent bits. I have a love-hate relationship with the Army Painter Super Glue. I'm not gonna lie. It's a love-hate relationship. It's great. It's awful when it's on your hands, and it's awful when it's on a model. So it should look something like that. And I say, so that incident worked on there, but because I've primed and then painted it round, because obviously that's a lot easier to do. Where did that paintbrush go? Down here. Oh, can I grab it? Is this a thing? I remember not to like bonk it. There we go. That's part. Lungs underneath. Just put it underneath. There is an underneath part actually to hold it up on its stand. Oh, somehow I got red all over my hand. Okay. And you just think, oh, it's detail, and you're not going to see it. It's good to know though. Oh, cray cray. So it's good that PVA would stick it down. I'll just tell you, just have. Probably should have painted around that as well. I think I fall out more with the Army Painter Super Glue than I should. Does that make it? Just no cousin stuff, right? No cousin stuff. beautiful, so I got 2 Christmases. I must admit, I do love a bit of lead belcher. Try to keep my red hands away. So yeah, so I know I've kind of messed up the cockpit bit, but I'm hoping I can fix it. I'm like, that's the last detail I've got to worry about. It annoys me. And the yellow is downstairs, so I can't add that. I don't really like how his other arm's gone on, but you're not going to see it anyway. It's going to be good and hidden as much as it can be. The other bits can be yellow. But I can't do them yet. I did try and add a decal on the back here. I added it, and then I thought, oh, I'll put clear protect it, and it's just safe to I'll just do that easier. Safe to say, it fucked up. But actually, I quite like it. It looks a bit like there is something on the screen. It was meant to be a skull. I was a bit like, oh, I had it right. The next minute I looked, it was too late, but I need to add the yellow, but I don't have that in there. It's not in my box. It's downstairs with a none oil. Oh, that red went everywhere. So these need some nylon oil on it now, and so do the guns. That bit, oh, I don't remember why that bit goes. Into retcon. Oh, and then I have this bit that also I haven't stuck on, so this bit would go on like here, but this is for the gun. So what I'm going to do for this bit, I was looking for black, it's not. So you can change these out. So I have got sheet magnet, so I'm going to try and cut that out and then stick that on. So then I'm going to probably put like a little bit of sprue behind it or something. Well, more than likely I will do, just to hold that there. Then you can interchange. So then that will then go the opposite side. Like that. But you can change the gun. Oh look, it's sticking without me touching it. So that's why that's off at the moment, because that's another job I need to do. Is I have got some sheet magnet, so I'm going to try that. Draw around that, and then you can interchange it. I mean, you could probably just stick it on something solid, but it was likely to fall out. So something solid against it. It would likely just pop out. If you see the method to my madness here. So if I attach it there, ping it off. Excuse me, thank you. So if I like lay it in place that will easily come out. So I do need to magnetise it. Which I don't have on me. That bit needs to stick. Where does that bit go? This is the case of this going. Where's that bit going? I'll keep my new brushes on there. I brought this one up to none on with. You can tell it's been used heavily for tanking. I'll have to find it. I'm not actually sure. So then there's like other little bits that need fixing on yet, which I haven't done. Oh, that bit goes there. That bit goes onto the belly. Stick that down, to be fair. Otherwise, make sure it's now not on my hand. So when you question, go. It should just go in. There you go. And then you can see where it's a bit shiny like glue, so I need to go over that as well. But I figured once everything is down, that's a healthy click somewhere. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know when you glue it and it doesn't do what you need it to do? Apart from stick to you. Let's hope for the best. We have a dead plane. It's the worst one they seem good. Don't remind me. My trousers, where it just went everywhere. For fuck's sake. There you go. There's the different colour variations. I was like, yeah. And then you can't get it off. And then that's where that will go. Another bit that I haven't stuck on with that little blue grip bit there. So these bits I know are still on the sprue, but as you can see, you can change what you want. Oh, please stick. It should stick. Which is quite cool. That it's not even going to sit level, but we're not gonna. It should sit level, but it doesn't. We don't sit level. So then there's another square that goes under there. Isn't cool? I like how it's like the mechanical. That's why I'm kind of really, because it would snap in there. Obviously, once you've got the cockpit on. Oh. I don't know where that's gone right now. Somewhere. This bit I was looking for, I was like, hang on, it's clear. So I suppose you could stick it down. And it'll only be there. You might, oh, you probably can't undo it. I'll have to play around with it, I think so. I just like being able to take that on and off. So then you can see inside. But that is where we are so far. So all the little fiddly little details. So anything I've got to do is null and oil these bits again because I'm quite liking the brass instead of the silver. I've got to somehow work out how to, I don't think I can, but try and fix the perspex. And then I've got to sort of paint the two little men and figure out how the hell you're meant to stick them together, because it was like it wasn't really working how their hands are. So I might just try and wing it once they're painted. And then I have just got little bits to do. So you can go missile or the big machines and then stick. You could stick it on. I'm hoping I don't have to stick it on, but I think I do. So they're all stuck, that's all stuck. So we are literally just got these. I'm hoping I can basically get it done tomorrow. And then what I'm going to go along is then add some like little shine. So sort of like wear a bit more. And that'll be one of my first models done, because we still have some tank here. Not even primed. I no idea. I don't know if this is I don't know who that is or what that is. I don't even know what Shugundis is. I can't get my glove off. There we go. Right. Oh. Right, that's still got a bit of glue on it. Oh, I can put that one away. The reason why I got the Pro Elite ones, which are these ones, Pro Art. So I thought, well, we're going to give it a go because I can use the moisturizer thing. But this is one that I had from school. So, like from when I did A level. So I was like, oh no, they're really good brushes. This has just been annihilated by Warhammer, as you can see, the blue. Okay. Just put that on there so it doesn't get glue everywhere. Good. Right, just packing all my paintbrushes. Okay, that means there we go. I'm going to put in my links because I'm going to end it there, or the Discord. I mean, the Discord link is on my links anyway, but I can do that. Go away. There we go. I should put that over there. Let's refresh. So I will be back on Tuesday, so we might be doing some more, or will be more Astra Militarum of some sort. I also need to finish off these for my friend. Presuming I might see him next month, I think. I'm hoping that this will be done by then. I might, because we're having a bit of a Warhammer day tomorrow. Or I will be building some Horus Heresy. I'm being made to build some Horus Heresy. One of the two. We'll be doing something for Tabletop Tuesday anyway, which will be Warhammer. Then will be normal Friday, Fallout Friday. I think it's a normal week next week. Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be great. So it's been a nice, like, a chill kind of stream to say, just doing all, like, the little, really little bit of detail, to say the least. But that's what makes it, you know, when you look at it and go, all the little, tiny little bit of details that you've done. It makes all the difference, doesn't it? Heresy Sunday, Salamander Sergeant. such a good song, right? You know what I feel like going into? I'll just say this person has painted an incredible flame. Wow, oh, we got to raid into this. This is incredible. Oh, wait, it's 2. It is! Oh, well, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy my day off tomorrow. And I hope to see you all soon. So, I'm going to raid into Hoodguard, who we have raided before. They are doing Heresy Sunday Salamander Sergeant, which I thought is quite fitting, because King will be building his Horus Heresy Salamanders, and that could be potentially what I am going to be building on Tuesday, so on the stream. And their flame on it is insane. That's what I'm going to say. It's insane. But thank you everyone for coming in. It's been a fun little chat as always. So I'm going to head out, and I'll be back on Tuesday for Tabletop Tuesday. So we're probably building more salamanders if we're not doing buildings being made to make salamanders, which is what we're about to raid into. We'll be doing some form of Astra Militarum. I was going to build some more of my Armageddon box set. Names are completely gone out of my head. The Wrangle Dawn and I want to call them the Hufflepuffs, the Hufflegriffs, I think. The little cars. So we might be building something. We'll be building something potentially on Tuesday. Or if I get them built, I might paint them. But I hope you all have a great